Hi everyone, welcome back to a new year. I'm Rika Rose, also known as Rika Rose on Scratch.
And I am Eric, also known as Speak Visually on Scratch, and I need a haircut really badly. With that said, welcome to episode 2 of our weekly updates. If you didn't catch episode 1, in these videos we're going to talk about things that are happening in the community. And so last episode we asked you all to come up with names for this show. And we had like over 100 suggestions. Thank you all for sending in suggestions. It was hard to pick just one. So what we decided to do was take little bits of each one and put them together. And so what did we come up with?
Scratch Video Update.
Scratch Video Update. It's pretty straightforward, but we're happy with the name. And it's sort of a combination of all these other names. So with that said, we'll go to our first segment of the episode, which is Loved It. Is it Love It or Loved It?
I continue to love it.
You continue to love it, so it's Love It. So I think we're going to focus this episode on studios in the Love It section. So there's a studio that we recently featured called Just Like Real Life. And this studio is around the theme of simulations. So a simulation is sort of mimicking what happens in real life. So there's an eating simulator, there's an airplane simulator, and there's one simulator that I really like. It's where you watch a pot of water boil, and it takes like 5 minutes. You just sit there and you watch the Scratch project, and you have to be patient, and then you can make your macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
I don't know. I actually went through the whole 5 minutes of there just sitting there.
Was it delicious?
The suspense was, yes, it was delicious, and it was very suspenseful. So.
Great. Another studio that we found, it's called the Scratch Construction Zone. And in this studio, you can submit a project. So you can drop a link of your project in the comments, and they'll add it. And it's an opportunity for you and other Scratchers to check out your project, but more importantly, to get constructive feedback. So that's where they got the Construction Zone name from.
And we'll leave a link to that studio, both of those studios, in the post with the video. So with that said, we have our second segment.
Things to try.
Triple T, things to try. We're really happy about this. So with that said, my things to try is we actually have a bunch of cool new sounds in the library. They were made by a student here in Boston. His name's Connor, and he makes beats, he makes music, and he made us some new loops for Scratch, and so definitely check those out. And also we have new sprites. We have new dancing sprites. We have, like 7 or 8 new sprites that you can play with, and they have actually real dance moves. These aren't real dance moves. They have much better looking dance moves than that, and you can choose from them, and you can make a dancing sprite, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I will never dance again. I promise.
But you will dance in Scratch.
You will dance in Scratch. I'm much better dancing in Scratch.
Another thing to try that we just released is if you go into the editor, into the tips window, which is in like the upper right hand part, there's a new tutorial called Creating Your Own Virtual Pet. It's very adorable, and you can create, let's say, what's a pet, like a puppy?
A puppy, virtual puppy.
A virtual puppy, a virtual unicorn if you've always wanted one, and you can make it interactive, so it could do things like you can feed it, or you can play with it, or you can interact with other sprites. So check out the new tutorial in the tips window.
Cool, thanks for sharing that, Rika Rose. So now our next segment is going to be, drumroll, message from the Scratch team. So for this week, we're going to give you all a tour of where we work, the Scratch headquarters, if you will. And so with that said, we're going to do this fancy cut really quick to this small segment, about a minute long. So ready?
Hi everyone, welcome to our space. I'm so excited to give you a tour. We are currently in the Lifelong Kindergarten Research Group at the MIT Media Lab. Right now you just checked out the Scratch Cat, which says hi to everyone that comes through. And so, are you ready? So this is our space. Over here is where we have some of our other projects in the group made by students and other team members. This is the Makey Makey. It connects to Scratch, by the way, if you didn't know. More projects. Over here is our Lego area where we sometimes meet. You'll notice this is full of Legos. Some more workspaces. We have lots of materials that we work with here. the Lego area, which is also our Scratch Video Update studio. Our electronic workbench area. It's a little messy right now. We've been quite busy playing. More workspaces from different members of the team. Over there's Design Nerd. Over there's Petrichord. Some other members of the team are here, but they're in and out. This is MRES's office, where a lot of us often meet for different meetings to talk about the community, talk about new designs, and looks like he's meeting with someone at Scratch remotely. So I think this spot ends our tour. One of my favorite spots too, lots of different craft materials that we play with. Yeah, that about ends the tour. Thank you so much for visiting, and we'll see you in just a moment.
And welcome back. That is actually really lame. We should not do the freeze frame thing again. We won't do that.
No,
All right.
that was cool.
Okay. All right. So with that, thank you for hanging out with us in the Scratch Video Weekly. No, the Scratch Video
Update.
Scratch Video
We'll get
Update.
this down next week.
We'll get it down next week. Next 2 weeks. We'll get it down in
next
the
2
next 2
weeks.
weeks. So with that said, thanks for hanging out. Rick Rose has one more final thing to say.
Yeah, so we started this segment showing you some things that we loved in the community, and we showed some studios. Have there been any studios that you've been inspired by? We would love to see them. Paste the link just below this video, and we'll check them out.
Cool. All right. Bye.
Bye.